I'm Representative Kevin VanDeWege from the 24th Legislative District, the Olympic Peninsula, and we're in my office today.
As the legislature moves to pass some type of economic stimulus plan for Washington State, what is an example of a bill that you're sponsoring that would help people on the Olympic Peninsula during these tough times?
Yeah, well, I'm working on a couple different pieces of legislation that will help small forest landowners deal with regulations, and specifically environmental regulations, without hurting the environment or watering down the regulations, just making it easier for them to work with. It's a tough time right now for the forest industry, but we still need to work to protect our environment. I think we can help on the regulation side by doing both, and this legislation will do that.
And how else are you working to help spur job growth specifically on the peninsula?
Well, one thing I have been working on in Port Angeles specifically is with the K-pipe plant, which shut down last year. Josh Renshaw is trying to buy it and turn it into Peninsula Plywood and put to work potentially up to 200 people, and working closely with him on a number of different fronts with the bank and the financing and some capital budget money. Hopefully the state can get to, but hopefully we can get there and get these negotiations settled and put some people back to work would be great.
Are there any other bills you're sponsoring that are specifically the result of events in the district?
Yeah, two. The first one is an important one. It started from a very sad event in October. There was a drunk driving death in Clallam County between Sequim and Port Angeles. And it was a drunk driving death that was caused by somebody that had quite a few previous infractions. So I have a bill that really strengthens our drunk driving laws and would bring greater punishment to drunk drivers that kill somebody. Their prison sentence would be extended. They would be better able to be counted towards numerous DWIs by ensuring that plea agreements in the past be counted towards the DUI felony law, which I think is very important, and the prosecutors agree with me. Unfortunately, it won't do anything in this case, and this was a very, very sad case. But in the future, hopefully, it will be one more thing to keep drunk drivers off the roads, and be another deterrent, and for those who choose not to, provide a harsher punishment. The other one really is a veterans bill, which I love doing. I served a term on the Joint Veterans and Military Affairs Committee. That's something I really enjoy doing. I love working with the veterans in our district, and two active ones, Don Clayton and Jerry Rotilla, are down here a lot on veterans issues, and very passionate about making sure the veterans of our community are recognized, and they have the idea of naming a highway in the honor of the veterans who died and served in Desert Storm and Operation Desert Shield, which is fairly commonly known as the Persian Gulf War, the first one in 91 and 92. And so the portion of the highway is 110, which runs from roughly Forks out to La Push, a beautiful area, has tremendous support out there. People are really excited about it. We had a hearing this week. It went really well. Jerry and Don both came down. And the Transportation Committee exec, which means they passed the bill out while we were there. They heard it and passed it out, which is very uncommon, but the committee was very excited about it, and it was a chance to recognize Jerry and Don for their service to our country too.
So you ready to get back to work?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that all right?